This is part 2. If you're listening to this first, you fucked up. All right, moving on.
Please go back and listen to the other one first.
Yes, listen to part 1. You have context.
Because we're not explaining this at all.
Yeah, I won't. I refuse, because you should already know what we're doing. It's part 2. So, moving on to Black. Number 15. Black Alien Ranger. Who gives a fuck?
My number 15 is Jake, because fuck that guy. I was so tempted to put Black Alien Ranger last because I don't know anything about it, but then I had this moment of, you know what? Fuck that guy, and I put Jake at 15.
Valid. My number 14 may shock you, but it's not Jake, it's Will.
Oh shit. Okay. What earned him this spot?
His season fucking sucks. He's a genuinely, uninteresting and kind of unlikable character. He says telescopular. Someone says that's not a word. He goes, whatever, that's what it is. He's a thief in the show. He's a thief out of the show.
That's true.
Something that really put him down for me. Because, I'm sorry, I understand the character is not the actor, but the character's also not good. So I might as well just let the actor's shittiness influence it.
That is fair enough. All right, my 14, Black Alien Ranger, because who cares?
My number 13 is Jake.
Fair enough. My number 13 is Will. So we've got the same bottom 3. We just jumbled them up a little bit.
I almost just spit my milk out.
We keep doing that, too. I think it's the 3rd time in a row that we've had the same bottom 3, just a little jumbled.
Yeah. All right. Number 12. I have the Phantom Ranger. He's very cool.
Me too.
Yeah, there you go. See? We're on the same wave.
Yeah.
Unless it's about, who was it that I had 7 spots off from you?
It was Kendricks. I had Kendricks way too low. I kind of forgot a bunch of the emotional resonance of Kendricks.
No, someone that you liked more than I did.
Oh, Cam. I had Cam insanely high compared to you.
Yeah. But yeah, look, the Phantom Ranger, he's really cool conceptually, but his air of mystery, which makes him cool, is also his drawback, because we never really see anything of him.
Yeah, we don't know anything about him.
We can't characterize him. There's more interesting stuff about him in the comics, but we ain't talking about the comics. Oh shit, I never mentioned that rule. No 2017 movie characters, no comic characters. And also, we didn't say, I'm not doing Hyperforce, because I never finished watching it, because I have a thing with Twitch. So,
are they canon?
Yes.
I'm somehow surprised I didn't know that.
It's a sequel to Time Force. Jen teaches their class.
Okay, cool.
And they get Aaron Cahill for episode 1. They get Ashley Campbell, Aisha. I'm pretty sure they get Jason David Frank. It's canon.
Okay, yeah. But just sticking to mainline televised Power Rangers, the show.
Yes. 11
is what we didn't specify earlier. You have Carlos 11. I have. Yeah. What? Tell me why.
Well, he was 13 on Green, but again, the one interesting thing he does is when he's a Black Ranger and he gets sort of re-mentored by Adam. So I like his Lunar Lance. It's a cool weapon. It's not a lance. I know they're going for alliteration. It's a staff.
Yeah. Yeah,
or
true.
You might be able to argue a pole arm because of the moon on it, but other than that,
I have Danny from Wild Force at 11. I just don't find him very memorable and don't find the season very memorable.
You're right. He's not memorable, which is why he's my number 10.
Awesome.
The thing with Danny and Max,
we're just gonna cruise through Black, as it turns out.
They're written to be much younger than they actually are. They feel more like they're supposed to be Justin characters, but they just got grown-ass adults to play them, so.
Yeah. Okay. My 10 is Carlos, kind of the same thing we were talking about earlier. He's okay. As a Black Ranger, he has his most interesting story that I really like that episode, so that puts him up here in the top 10.
Yeah. My number 9 is Mike.
Me too?
I think, Oh yeah.
Me
I think, see, here's the sad thing, because we're talking about specifically the Power Rangers, which would be Mike, but the Magna Defender as a separate entity is more interesting than Mike as the
Yeah,
Magna Defender.
true.
Um, so he loses some clout for this
Yeah,
version of
the
Magna
dead
Defender.
child plot line was fascinating, but that wasn't Mike.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That was a different guy.
Yeah,
So he's all right. I do think his most interesting contribution to the story is the fact that he was supposed to be Lost Galaxy Red instead of Leo.
that's true.
Um,
That's interesting.
but that's more of an interesting plot point for Leo than it is for Mike.
Yeah. Yep. So we've both got him 9. That's cool.
Oh, right. You did say
Yeah.
that. My fault. Okay. My number 8, I have Jared. Um,
Okay.
again, look, Black Lion Ranger, fur collar, shit, training montage, all super cool.
He's
But
cool.
I did have to acknowledge that a lot of what was cool about him was technically Daishi,
Yeah. Okay.
which
Yeah.
is not a Power
That's
Ranger. He
fair.
is just a villain.
That's fair. I got myself a little tripped up on that.
Yeah.
All right. My number 8 is Chase from Dino Charge. I feel like he's got some interesting plot lines. He's not my favorite part of Dino Charge, but he's very likable. He's in a likable season, and yeah, I like the one where he's like making fun of. I think he's the one who had the plot line where he's making fun of Shelby for something, and then he kind of realizes that that was a shitty thing to do later, and it's just some character growth. I like him, and I like his plot lines. He's number 8.
This is the first time I didn't, not as a joke, I actually had like a visceral reaction. Like the air swelled in my chest and I had to like close my mouth and let you talk. I think you have him too low. And that's all. That's it.
I'm sure you're going to mention a bunch of shit that I've forgotten because, like I said, my like fallible memory is responsible for a lot of these rankings. Where it's like I watched everything years ago, I didn't take notes. What I can remember is what I'm going off of. I did no research on these characters,
It's fine.
so
It's fine.
that's where these wind up.
My number 7 is Adam. Again, for
Okay.
his veteran ranger status, both in Once a Ranger and in the episode with Carlos, coming back
Yeah.
as the Black Ranger both times, that elevates him a lot. It's almost cheating that he gets to expand his character after the fact. But again, Johnny Young Bosch, given very little to work with, he even back in the day was a fantastic character actor, and um, he made Adam fun to watch even when Adam was written to be bland.
Yeah,
So
true.
I genuinely think Adam was just an all-around good Black Ranger.
Cool. So 7, I've got Jared. I think that the Daishiness kind of crept in and pushed him that extra spot or 2 higher. I forgot where you had him.
I mean, it's difficult to figure out where Jared ends and Daishi begins, so I don't blame
Yeah.
him.
And like I really liked the discount Anakin Skywalker vibes of Jared at some points. I like the actor. I think he did very well. And yeah, the suit's awesome. So yeah, okay. I've got him 7.
Yeah. My number 6 is Zach. I do have him above Adam, because I do think he is more interesting than Adam overall, even though he had less time,
Yeah.
on the team. Walter Jones, did a fantastic job of, uh, being a hip black guy in the 90s without letting it become too stereotypical.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I feel is a hard line to walk, especially when you have network executives breathing down your neck. Trying to get, because like racism was still a big problem. Like, I mean, it's still a big problem,
It's
but
still a big problem.
it was way more of a big problem in the 90s.
Yeah.
And black characters on TV were very one note because they would not let you be a more nuanced character. You had to talk with a sort of thuggish tint to your speaking voice, and you had
True.
to act very hip hoppy, and like all you could be interested in is basketball and breakdancing and yada yada. Which is why shit like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was like kind of revolutionary for its time because it showed very different kinds of black characters.
Yeah, that's cool.
though Will Smith did become that stereotypical. But I have a lot of respect for Zach. I think he's cool.
Yeah. Um, I've got Adam at number 6. Kind of all the stuff you were saying earlier. Is a delightful character, delightful actor.
Mhm.
Yeah, just good.
Number 5 is where I have Chase. Um,
Okay, that's
so
not too far away. That's 3 spots.
still, I was like, I felt bad even just like not letting him be higher than this. Because here's the thing, Chase is like in a season where there's a lot of really good Rangers. Looking at you, Coda, my baby boy. Chase even feels special among that team. For one thing, okay, talking about roles, a lot of times I think the Black Ranger's role is an assault type role. Like they're
Sure.
really good at being aggressive and offensive and a sort of heavy hitter. Um,
Hmm.
Chase takes a sort of subgenre of that. He's the sharpshooter of the team. He's their artilleryman. Even when he's unmorphed, like the thing from the intro song is him pulling out the Glock and then smirking because uh, that was a scene where I don't know if you remember. It was like they were in a situation where they, bad situation. They don't think they can beat the monster, and he happens to get the perfect shot on it, unmorphed, and they were just like, "Holy shit! How'd you do that?" And he's just like, "What can I say? I'm good." Uh, so like there's an ego to the character, but he can put his money where his mouth is, which is why he was also the first one of the Dino Charge Rangers. Um, they found Coda after he'd already become Black Ranger, um,
Yeah,
I believe. So
I think
uh,
so. Yeah.
also he's allowed to be a New Zealander, which means
That's true. I forgot about that.
in the
That's fun.
episode where they quote unquote go to New Zealand, he gets to tour everyone else around his hometown, and it's fun. It's just really nice.
Yeah. All right. I feel bad for what I've done to Chase.
Who's your number
My
5?
number my number 5 is Javi. Dino Fury. I think he's got a lot of fun plot lines. He's got the missing arm plot line. He's a musician. He's got a lot of cool stuff going on, and he's got the sibling plot line going on as well. Like it's just everything they did with him, I found interesting and memorable. So, and the actor was great.
I agree. My number 4, don't kill me, is Doggy Kruger. Anubis Doggy Kruger. Look, the Shadow Ranger is so fucking cool. He's
He's so
so
cool.
cool. Um,
He kills 100 dudes.
Yeah, he has the number 100 on his chest at all times to remind you that that was his opening feat. Like, that's
Yeah,
so sick. Like, he's got a
with the Shadow
sword.
Saber.
Yeah, the Shadow Saber. Oh, God. Like, I couldn't put him any lower than this. He's sick
He's
as fuck.
just so insanely cool. And he's a dog. Like, that's
Yeah,
just fun.
that. And he's also got, what I'll be talking about in a little bit, a hybrid mentor and ranger role, which I love that shit.
Yep, that's true. And also, the voice goes a long way for me in some of these. Like, he's just got a really crisp, cool voice. He sounds great as a commander. He sounds great as a ranger. It just fits and it feels good to listen to him.
I agree.
So my number 4 is Dylan. I put Dylan here. He's such a cool grab, but there's like a little extra star power to the 3 people I put above him. But I've put Dylan here because he's like the top you can get without me also having a huge nostalgia factor for the character. He's the best of every story aspect, acting aspect, personality aspect. He's immensely engaging, and then there's a little nostalgia factor that puts 3 people above him.
Mm, I'm gonna put him in. All right. My number 3 is Hobby. And now here's the deal. Everything you said is true. I don't feel like you appreciate it quite enough because he does 2 really big things. For one, physical injury is typically not allowed on Power Rangers. So the fact that
That's true. It's a big deal.
they let him have a character moment where he lost a limb was
Yeah.
enormous Um, uh, I think representation matters a lot in Power Rangers, which is why, again, Izzy was rocketed so high into the top 3 of my Green Ranger list. Because, again, why the fuck did it take that long to have um, a lesbian ranger? But also, why is it taking that long to have an amputee ranger? Um, there's a lot of struggle with beauty standards with amputees, and to allow Javi to be someone who lost a limb. At, I wish they went further. I wish they had an episode to focus more on him learning to cope with the new arm and um and all that stuff. I understand they were really pushed for time. It was a very small season, but I would have liked more time for that to cook. But
Yeah, true.
also, in an era where everyone is expected to uh, become a cog in the capitalist machine as fast as possible, when everyone is expected to have their career for the rest of their life planned out by the time they graduate high school, not feasible, by the way, having a character who has the conflict of he just wants to try a bunch of different things and find out what he likes, and having an authority figure, which is also a parental figure, coming down on him and constantly giving him shit for not having his life figured out when he's a teenager. I feel like that was such a vital message
I
for
did kind of
him.
forget some of those plot lines. Those are really meaningful.
Yeah. He's just, he's just a fantastic character that has a lot to say for our modern climate, and I really appreciate him. And he's also just really cool. It's also really cool seeing a Power Ranger with, again, a wardrobe change. His suit doesn't cover his robot arm because it
Yeah.
considers that robot arm is like, powered enough on its own. And again, we know that suits aren't against covering robot parts. If they were, Mac wouldn't be a Red Ranger.
Yeah, true. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that. That was your 3,
Number
right?
3, yes.
Okay, yeah. I've got Doggy. Got the Shadow Ranger for number 3. Insanely badass. SPD holds a special place in my heart. I've got so many action figures of this guy. He's real cool. It's funny that his head fits in that helmet.
If I'm going to defend bumping him down to 4, I think my main defense is going to be why a Dune buggy? Like this.
Fair enough. That's a little weird.
Okay. Number 2 is Dylan, and here's the thing. I think you're not giving him enough credit for the fact that he's the main character of his show. When else have you had a Black Ranger that is actually the main?
That's a big true thing.
Um, B, he has a lot of this like self-identity issue, not only in the amnesiac aspect, but also in the fact that later on it's revealed he is infected with the Venjix virus, which we see is taking over people around Corinth. And he's basically this ticking time bomb of eventually he's going to be a problem.
Yeah, true.
Which can also act as a sort of like a cancer allegory. Like having a clock on you that the average person doesn't have to worry about. Like it gives a lot more weight to how he chooses to spend his time. And other than that, he's got the perfect straight man, comedic man duo.
That's true.
Earlier.
Yeah.
He is one of the coolest Rangers. Like a lot of people try to be cool, and it's just like, okay, fuck this guy. He's trying way too hard. But the actor playing him is effortlessly cool, and the rivalry that he has with Scott, because like Scott is the leader, but he's not the main character. So the fact that they're both constantly butting heads with each other is really interesting. Again, I like characters that will call the Red Ranger on their authority.
Yeah, fun.
I like characters that are kind of an asshole but learn to be nicer later. I like characters that are involved in romance. And guess what? He's all 3 of those, baby. I originally put him as number 1, but I had to, bump him down to number 2 for personal reasons.
Okay, so you had to sacrifice Dylan over sacrificing Ziggy.
Yeah.
You had to sacrifice someone to die.
I had to pick one of them, man.
That's really funny. All right, so but like I was saying, I put Dylan as high as anyone can get based only on the merits of the character and the story, Everything above it is entirely nostalgic based decisions.
It's a
Um,
16-year-old show.
yeah, but I only watched it for the first time last year
I'm
because I
going
didn't get into it when it came out.
punching the air, but fine. Who is your number two?
I have no nostalgia for RPM. I just have immense respect for it as an art form.
Fine.
Um,
I
so
guess
I
that's
put Zach as number 2. He's the original. He's just cool. I love the actor. I love Hip Hop Kaido. I think that the pun is fun. And
keto, but
oh,
okay.
Hip Hop, yeah, that's true. I keep forgetting that that's how that's pronounced. But I love the pun, and I think it's fun that he's got this like unique fighting style. I like that he did it again when he showed up in the 30th anniversary. It's
Yes.
cool that he was in the 30th anniversary and he was still doing Black Ranger stuff. Just big respect. Love him. Love that he's the original. He's an icon. I put him number 2. Which I
Okay.
just realized is exactly what happened to Kimberly. It's just
Yeah.
funny.
And then number 1 is Tommy. Look,
Tommy.
if I had to pick what is Tommy's best color, like I really had to mull it around in my head, but I do think it's the Black Ranger because again, Ed
Yeah.
can be part of the team while also being a little bit separate. But
It's also cool that he gets this power immediately after the 500th episode where he
yes,
explains the entire history of Power Rangers to us. Like there's just a little extra star power and like behind the scenes epicness to that
there's gravitas to
yeah.
that for sure. And also, holy shit, this cat needs to shut the fuck up. First it was the goddamn ambulances, now it's this
I
cat.
can't hear that either, so you're good.
Oh, I sure can. Um, but it's not just the stuff that we already mentioned, but also, again, this is Tommy when the tragic legacy of Green with Evil comes home to roost, and he sees a newly brainwashed Power Ranger,
Yeah.
and he now has to fight for their right to live in the same way that like he needed that back in the day, and the PTSD of being a Power Ranger actually is a pretty strong through line for him in this season.
Yeah.
Not just with Trent, but also with Fighting Spirit. One of the
Yes.
best Power Rangers episodes of all time.
Oh yes. I
So
easily top 5 to 10 of the entire franchise.
yeah,
And it is, yeah, it's delightful. He's great as just in this role as the veteran ranger who's now the mentor. The suit is one of the coolest suits that's ever been in Power Rangers.
it is. The only complaint I have about his suit is that there's a back piece that comes down a little bit that you can see from the front, coming around his neck, and it gives him
Interesting.
sort of a mullet effect that I don't like.
That's interesting. I was going to say my only complaint is the Brachiosaur hump thing has the red line, and I feel like that one red detail throws off the color a little bit.
But have you considered reference to when he was a Red Ranger?
Fair enough.
Okay, so I think that's going to do it for our blacklist.
Yeah, hopefully we can whiz through yellow or we're not going to make it. We're going
Yeah.
to need a third part.
Yes, this should be quick.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 20, Yellow Alien. Who cares?
Yep. Yeah, who cares?
Number 19, Calvin. He gets points above the Yellow Alien for being part of a relationship, but other than that, I don't really know too much about what I can say about his actual character. And also, there was supposed to be, he was originally supposed to be like the first lesbian romance. The Yellow Ranger was going to be a
Oh,
girl,
interesting.
and they scrapped that.
Oh man, I'd have docked him if I'd remembered that behind the
yeah.
scenes detail.
Well, that's why I docked him. So there you go. He's
That's
Calvin.
funny.
He's 19.
All right, so my 19, I have Kelsey from Lightspeed. Same reasoning as putting Dana real low. I don't remember Lightspeed very well, and I was kind of bored with it, and I don't remember a lot of the characters' deals, so she's down here.
She's just got really pretty eyes.
Yep.
All right. My number 18 is Emily.
Okay.
Her story should have been interesting that she took over for a sixth sibling, but they just keep whistling about it and then never actually do anything with it. She plays
Yeah.
the flute on a fucking farmstead and blah, 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 and then that's it. And then nothing ever comes of it. There's no resolution. There's no interesting exploration. She fucking sucks and she's in a shitty season.
Yeah. I have Calvin 18. Same stuff you were saying earlier. I just forgot to dock him the extra point for for his inclusion being an active lack of diversity.
That's fair. 17, Ronnie, Operation Overdrive. She races cars. Cool. Whatever.
I've got Emily at 17. Same reasons you were saying earlier.
All right. Number 16, Kelsey. She's got pretty eyes. I want her to smooch me, but other than that, who cares? What does she even do? She climbs mountains.
Oh, yes.
Cool.
This is how bad it is. You said Kelsey. I was like, oh, God, did I not include a Kelsey? I don't see a Oh, she was lower than this. I already forgot her name. That's how bad this is.
Damn.
All right, my 16, we're on 16, right?
Yeah.
Is Gia, Megaforce. She's a little above Emily, even though her season is probably worse than Emily's because she came back once or twice. And
Yep. And she's
about it.
kind of cool.
She's kind of cool. And she's got a simp.
Okay. Look, Jordan, I'm
What?
putting my hand on your shoulder. I'm looking you in the eye. Jordan.
Yeah. What?
15 is Dustin.
God damn it.
I know, Jordan. Look.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Look.
Oh, I can't breathe.
I'm going to explain why. Because here's the thing. He is still above the other ones that did something to actively make me angry.
That's
because
fair.
He does have good points. He is funny, and he does...
I am shocked he is below Chip. That's the only thing that offends me here.
Hey, don't be fucking rude to Chip. But look, here's the problem. He has his good points, but he is still in the section of people do something to actively offend me with their Power Ranger tenure.
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, Power Rangers are real. Single-handedly, that line confused so many people with what the canon of that fucking show was.
That is a fair point. I didn't consider it in my calculations, and this is the single largest gap that we are likely to have the entire run. In terms of your placement of a character versus mine.
Trust me, I could have guessed, which is why I preempted it with that fluff.
Alright, my 15 is... We're on 15, right?
Yeah.
It's Ronnie. Same reasons you were saying earlier. She races cars. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, number 14, Gia. She's kind of cool.
Alright, yeah.
She wears that's neat.
This is where I feel a little bit bad about this, but this is like a memorability issue. I have Tanya at 14. Zeo and Turbo. I just kind of don't remember a lot of her plot lines. I feel like I remember a little bit more about everyone above this point, and remember liking plot lines from everyone above this point. And so she's kind of in the I sort of forgot about you territory here at 14.
I agree, which is why she's my number 13.
Nice.
Look, I like her. She's actually from Africa, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
And her morph sequence for Turbo is so much more aggressive than anything else. Doing Star Turbo Power. I'm like, oh shit, okay. I wish she was actually that aggressive in her scenes, but she's not.
Yeah. All right, so my 13, I have Maya from Lost Galaxy.
Oh, okay, that might be a big gap.
This is another one where I'm like, Lost Galaxy wasn't super memorable for me. I remember that she had a cool backstory, and that's all I remember. So I put her here at 13. Okay,
look, you're making me feel like some big Lost Galaxy defender, and I really am not, but wow, dude. Okay, I'll get into it later. Holy shit.
This is getting fun. I really like these last three colors.
I wasn't expecting yellow to be this divisive for us.
Yeah, this is funny. I mean,
okay.
you surely expected Dustin to be that divisive, but the fact that we have multiple of them in here is funny.
Yeah. Whew. Okay. 12 is Chip. Uh,
Okay, fair enough.
he can be kind of annoying, but so what? I like a whimsical little guy. He's just out here to have fun and have a good time, and he's excited. And I genuinely think we need more of that.
I have Zoe from Beast Morphers is 12. Beast Morphers as a whole has some cool plots, but is a little bit forgettable to me. But I remember that she was generally cool, and I remember liking her performance quite a bit.
All right, another bit of a divide there, but we'll get to it. Um, number 11 is Lily. Um,
Okay.
she's cool. She's part of a very cool
Yeah, this is going to
season.
be the weirdest, most jumbled list. This is fine.
Yes. My problem with Lily is that she isn't given nearly as much um, as the other characters, and she's sort of trapped in a sort of will they, won't they, like quasi flirtatious thing with Theo
That's kind of
that
true.
doesn't get resolution until the very end. So it feels bad that they just made her a
Yeah,
token
that's fair.
romance partner character.
That's fair. My 11 is Chip. Kind of the same stuff you were saying. I think he's fun sometimes. I think his suit is great. Lightning powers are fun. And he's a little annoying. And he doesn't have a whole lot to contribute story-wise, but he's fun.
Yeah. Number 10, Trini. Um,
Okay?
I love Trini and rest in peace to Toy Trang, but outside of the character aspects of she had the fear of heights for that one episode, um, and she translated Billy before he learned how to talk like a normal human being. Um, she doesn't really have a whole lot going for her. There is a subtle implication that she's very repressed and she acts extremely sweet in her day-to-day civilian life, but then gets really aggressive when she's morphed.
Hmm.
Now, you could just be really cynical and be like, that's just because of the Sentai footage. Um, but if we're going to try and make sense of it in terms of the show of Power Rangers, I like to view it as she's coming from a strict Asian household and constantly told to mind her P's and Q's and be the perfect little girl. And she's got a lot of rage built up, and she lets that out when she gets into fights.
Yeah. Cool. I've got Taylor from Wild Force at number 10. Uh, I just, she's fine. She's more memorable and has more to do than everyone below this point, but doesn't have anything significant that made me want to put her above this point. So that's where
Okay. Number 9, I have Aisha.
we're at.
Um, I do think Aisha is more interesting than Trini because she's sassy. And look, again,
Okay.
90s with black characters, the guys all wanted to be hip hoppers or gang members, and all of the girls were sassy head slayers. And but it's really hard to get away from that racist ass shit. But I don't know. I just think she was fun. She wasn't given anything super new to work with in terms of that cultural issue, but with what she was given, she did really well with it. Um,
Yeah.
she was more openly aggressive than she was, which I enjoy. Um, and even little things like her ninja animal was the bear. I'm like, yeah, I do like the trope of a small person has a big aggressiveness in them.
Yeah.
So I like her.
Yeah. Okay. I've got Trini at 9. Same stuff you were saying earlier. Icon, but yeah. That's I've got her at 9.
My
You said
number
all
eight,
this stuff. I didn't want to recap
yeah, I
it.
appreciate that. We're on the clock. My number 8 is Ashley.
Okay.
Um, again, she sort of has the romance thing going for her um with Andros, but other than that, isn't given a whole lot. But I do think what they do with her romance is better than what they do with, like, say, Lily. So that puts her a few spots more.
Okay. We're on 8, right?
Yes.
This is Aisha for me. Same stuff you were saying earlier. So that's where we're kind of like in the same ranges for a lot of these. There's just some weird jumbles.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start getting more of the divides soon,
Yeah,
especially.
the divides were at the bottom and the top. The mid range
Yeah.
are kind of consistent.
My number 7 is Katie. I
Okay.
really love Katie. She is again a sweetheart, but whereas with like Aisha, she is a tiny girl, seems sweet, but she's got a big personality. Um,
Hmm.
and so she's sort of like making up for her like quote unquote femininity with like sort of like almost a fake it till you make it like bravado.
Hmm.
Katie is just inhumanly strong,
Hmm.
and there's that scene where she gives a super sweet smile to the guy and then just chucks him out of his own car. And
Yes.
like she's great because she she's bipolar basically. She will be really nice to you, but once she goes like, "What the fuck did you just say?" You're just like, "Oh, wait." Even in the finale, when she like approaches Alex, is like, "No, we're stronger when we're with Wes." Like she's got a presence, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's cool. I really like her contributions to Time Force. I love the super strength. Yeah, she's cool.
Mhm.
Number 7, I've got Lily. She's a little bit higher. Partly because, again, just Jungle Fury has an atmosphere to it. I think she sounds great as a ranger. I'd like just every once in a while as a ranger where I'm like, you just sound right. And I really like when someone's voice
Just a
just
very
feels,
Yellow Ranger. Yeah,
yeah, she just feels great as a ranger. I like her personality. I like the actress. There's a little bit of the like the will they won't they stuff that's not as great, but I thought she did very well with her role here. So she's 7.
yeah, I got you. Number 6 is Zoe. I have Zoe a lot higher than you because um, I just really like the really simple mantra of I don't run from big problems, I solve big problems. It's a sort of go-getter attitude that makes her much more of an active force in the story. A
Hmm.
lot of especially these Yellow Rangers, which we've been very sort of neutral on a bunch of them,
Yeah.
they are neutral characters. They just sort of sit around and wait in the background for things to happen. Zoe actively informs a lot of the plots of the episodes that she's in because she's looking for trouble to solve.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because talking about a ranger role, Yellow often sort of fills a sort of scout role. Um,
Yeah.
they're similarly
Makes
aggressive
sense.
like Black, but in more of a speed over power kind of thing.
Hmm.
Ferocity, getting out there, getting information, um, quick movement type of thing. And for someone who, first of all, is a rabbit, and second of all, is always actively looking for trouble, I think she fits that sort of mold very well.
Awesome. I've got Katie at 6. Same stuff you were saying earlier, and I love the super strength. I love just her vibe in this. I think it's fun.
Yeah. Number 5, I have Taylor.
Okay.
She is former Air Force, which gives her an edge that you don't often
I
see.
forgot about that. That's pretty cool.
Um, she's also the first Power Ranger to have wings. Would not be the first Super Sentai, but first Power Ranger, yes.
Yeah.
Which interesting character design, and she just physically assaults our Red Ranger in episode 1, which is really funny. Um,
Yeah.
but
That's great.
again, she's learning to be kinder as the series goes on because as a Power Ranger, you need to be less military, more hero.
Yeah.
And I like seeing her go on that journey. It was enough to put her in my top 5.
With a 10-point swing, I have Dustin as my number 5. I just love him. I love Ninja Storm. He's a himbo. He's just weird and funny, and I grew up loving this character. Um, and I find him very amusing. I think his suit is really cool, and I think it's fun. And he's got the like earthbendery like going through the ground and striking. He's got cool powers. He's got metahuman shit going on. He's a ninja. I love him.
There's a lot
So
to like about him. I just couldn't ignore the fact that he does make me actively angry whenever I think
that's
of
a
him.
fair
He's
point.
calling into question the canonicity of previous Power Rangers.
That's a fair point. Also, he wants to see the good in people because there's that recurring thing where one of Lothor's the cousins or whatever, I forgot exactly who they are, but the colorful two girls that are
Yeah, I know
working
who
with
you mean.
Lothar, they she keeps, I think it's Mara. She keeps like fucking with Dustin's heart because he keeps thinking that maybe she can be good because he wants to see the best in people. It's a little naive, but it's kind of sweet. So I
Yeah,
love Dustin.
we do need to speed up a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Number three, oh sorry, number four is Kira.
Okay.
Look, she's great. What do you want? She plays music. Uh, she's very quippy and sassy and funny and goth, and she's awesome. I love her.
Yeah. Number four, I've got Ashley. I just remember her making a big impact, and I remember really liking her role in space, and I thought she was cool. So she's a bit higher than you had her, quite a
I
bit higher.
want to be critical and be like, oh, what impact? But if we get into it, we'll spend too much time on it. So I'll just sure, whatever.
All right,
Number three is Maya. Another 10-point
all
swing.
right, that's nuts.
Because here's the thing that I think you forget. She is the only one that is actively involved with the main plot of the fucking story.
I did forget that, and that's a good point.
She is from the planet where they get the quasar sabers. She knows all of the legends of like the space shit because everyone else is from Earth. She's actually out there in the intergalactic community from Miranoi. She is again their planet that they returned to where they got the quasar sabers is where her entire civilization got petrified. So she's also got personal beef with one of the villains of the series. Um, so she is a huge lore piece for Lost Galaxy. She tells them what the deal is with a lot of the space stuff they run into. She tells them the legend of the powers that they draw on. She actively wants to go against the guy who petrified her people. Um, she's a fucking like Tarzan babe, which is really sick. She is great. She is a lot of these Yellow Rangers boil down to they're nice or they're really cool or hot or whatever. Very few of them are actively engaged with the story in the way she is.
Yeah,
Number three for me.
yeah. My number three is Summer, RPM. She has unquestionably one of my favorite character arcs and character stories in the entire franchise. The actress was great. The stories were awesome. The rich girl learning to become a badass is a cool thing. Um,
I'm
yeah,
putting my
she's great.
hand on your shoulder again. You put Trini over Summer.
No, I got Trini was way down. Trini was 9.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that. Oh
We
shit. Okay.
just kind of breezed past her.
I was about to blow a blood vessel.
No, the only two I put above Summer were partly nostalgia things.
Okay. Damn, I hate your guts, but okay. Number
I
two
do that. I do nostalgia.
number two is Z. Um,
Okay.
look, we talked about the bedroom shit. I don't need to go into it again, but for a more for a more real reason, like she is she's part again. I like it when they're part of the active plot. A big thing of
Yeah.
SPD is sort of like the class divide, the aliens versus humans, the rich versus the poor, right? This entire like unequal society sort of thing that they're tackling. Which you would hope in a show where the Power Rangers are also cops. They talk about the class divide, and she is from the poor street. Now she has the ambition that she wants to rise up in the world, um, and I think that's an interesting foil to Jack, who is also with her from the start. But rather than getting away from the bad streets, he wants to make the bad streets better. He wants to raise the floor while she wants to get up on the high rise.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that dynamic is extremely interesting. She's just a really cool character all around. And she does things like she immediately proves her worth by knowing the rules better than our cadets that we already
Yes.
have.
Yeah. I've got her number 2 as well. All of that great stuff. She's awesome. and she's a metahuman. Those are fun.
Okay, now look, I know you like Kira, but let's be real. Summer has more personality and character and backstory than anyone else. Like
Yes.
like you said, the rich girl stuff is crazy. Um, it's the only Ranger color episode of RPM that's a two-parter. Uh,
That's true. Yeah,
uh,
she's a big deal.
she, um, asserts her individuality over her rich bumfuck ass family, which is really cool. She's someone that, is not done growing. She wants to continue improving and growing as a person. And, I love someone that's always striving to be better than they were yesterday. She, I can't spend too much time on it. Look, she's great. She's my number one.
Yeah, Kira's number one. It's mostly Dino Thunder favoritism. I just think she's a lot of fun. Her aesthetic is awesome. Like her wardrobe is nuts. It's really cool. Love the design of the suit. Love the metahuman powers. Love her role in the show. Love the show. Childhood crush stuff. She's great. Kira number one.
Now, all right, we've got 45 minutes to do both blue and red.
Oh dear God, let's try.
Okay.
All right.
Number 25, it's Dax.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's a rap joke. Okay, remember when I was like, there is a shitty power? Super jumping that doesn't let him do super kicks.
Sure. Okay.
That fucking sucks. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean your legs are strong enough to do a super jump, but you can't kick someone?
Fair
Mirko,
enough.
the bunny lady that you hate so fucking much, according to our bit, can also do super jumps, and she once wrapped her legs around a man's head and ripped it off while doing a backflip. So
Hot.
yes, it is. She is very hot. So the fact, and also they can already super jump. They all jump up to the fucking door.
They do like an absurd backflip during some of the morphing sequences.
Exactly.
That's really funny. I've got Blue Alien 25 because who cares?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Blue Alien is nothing, but Dax is actively annoying. This would be
Okay.
a movie. Shut the fuck up, Dax. All right.
All right. 24.
Number 24 is Kevin, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I wanted to like Kevin, but okay. I don't know if you ever noticed this, but before Dino Fury, there was never more than one black person on a team in Power Rangers at a time.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that's true.
And there's already racial issues with Jaden having the last name Shiba and taking over a Japanese samurai clan. And it only gets worse when the one black guy on their team literally bends the knee and treats him like his master.
That is true.
So what the fuck, Kevin?
So Kevin is from Samurai, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because 24, I wrote down Samurai guy. I forgot his name.
It's Kevin. All right. Number 23 is James, who you would be forgiven for not knowing who James is. He is Tyler's dad.
I actually did remember this. Okay.
Okay. Who fucking cares?
Yeah, fair. I've got Megaforce guy. I forgot his name.
Noah.
For 23. That's
Noah.
what I wrote. And yeah, he's got his. Wow, guys, have you been watching our Ranger history thing? And that's all I remember about him.
I hate him so much.
So I'm done. That's all I got.
Number 22 is Chad, because again, who fucking cares? What does he do?
That's fair. That's fair. I also have him in 22.
Wait, sorry. Also, he works for SeaWorld, which abuses aquatic wildlife, so fuck him.
True. Yeah. So I've got him at 22 as well.
Good. Number 21 is Blue Alien. Who cares?
Yeah. Fair enough. Let's see here. I lost my place for a moment. Okay, we're good. Chad, 22, 21. I put Max, Wild Force. I just don't remember a whole lot about him, and he's not very engaging.
Yeah, I agree. Although I have him much higher.
Okay.
Number 20 is Noah, because, yeah, what a fucking dweebus. I hate this fucking guy.
That was Megaforce guy, right?
Yeah, he is
Okay,
Billy,
good.
but worse.
Okay. 20, I have James. You mentioned him. so we're good.
Yep. All right, 19, Lucas. He
I
likes
like his
cars.
suit. I'll say I like James's suit. I like the aqua suit.
Yes, it's a good-looking suit. All right, 19 is Lucas. He likes cars. He probably
Okay.
banged Nadira, so that's cool. He is,
That's
he is a
great.
cool, he's a cool guy, but he
Yeah,
does
that's
nothing.
great reasoning for him to be this high up. 19, I have Dax on the weight of exclusively the line in Once a Ranger when Bridge is explaining the weird time
It makes
paradox
sense
of I'm
line.
not
Yeah,
actually a thing, and he goes, makes sense to me. That
yeah.
alone put him above all of these other people, so he's 19.
I cannot forgive him based on that one line alone, so it's fine. Okay, number 18 is Robbie.
Bridge found him relatable, and Bridge's respect gave me a boost for him.
Yeah. Number 18 for me is Robbie. I
Okay.
wish I could have given him more points for being the first Indian Ranger, um, but I think he kind of sucks, and also like I don't know, man. The whole like being too much of a stickler for the rules thing. Uh, he does it way worse than Kai, who did it like 15 years before him. So
Okay. Yeah, I've got Justin at 18 from Turbo. He bugs me. I don't know why.
he's my 17. Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
he is annoying, but again, I don't put as much of the blame on him for that as much as he is the catalyst for worse writing for the other Rangers.
true.
Um,
Yeah.
so I'm a little bit more lenient towards him.
And I've got Ravi at 17, so we're keeping a relatively close grouping here.
Yeah. Number 16, Rocky. I think Rocky was able to be more of a character as Blue than he was as Red because he was shoved behind Tommy when he was Red.
True. True.
But I don't know. Rocky's pretty cool. I think he gets a lot of shit that he doesn't deserve. I like him.
16, I've got Madison. Just kind of a forgettable season. Everyone was a little bit forgettable. Some of them had quirks that elevated them. She really didn't. So she's here. 16.
That's fair.
Missed, of
My
course, just in
my
case I
number
didn't say that.
15. My number 15 is Heckle, for the sole reason that he only appeared as the Dark Ranger once.
That's
He only
fair.
appeared as the Dark Ranger in a different series after his series had already ended.
Fair.
And he was much more enjoyable as a villain.
Also fair.
So,
I've got Rocky 15, so these are keeping relatively close.
yeah. My number 14 is Max.
Okay.
I like him. He does bring, again, because he's written to be way younger than he actually is, he does bring a sort of youthful vibe. And I don't know. I just think he's like kind of neat to watch. I'm really not that interested in him overall, but I don't know. He's just better than some of these other guys is all.
Okay. 14, I've got Lucas. There's an episode where he's like got to relearn how to drive not a race car, and that I liked that episode, and I like the Time Force suits, so he got a bit of a bump.
Okay. Number 13 is Preston. He is this high solely because of his magician gimmick. I think it's
Oh, good. Okay, that is who we're talking about. For 13, I wrote down Ninja Steel Magician Kai.
all right.
I forgot his name.
Number 12, I have Blake. He's pretty cool. He has that, the Thunder Rangers are very cool. Even I can see that. And he has, that little, flirtatious thing, that he has going on
Tori, yeah.
with, oh, wait, was it? I thought he had a thing with Kira in their
Oh, he
cross.
does have that a little bit in that season, but also with Tori a little bit in that season.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's fun. Let's see, this is 12. I've got Heckle here. Yeah, he didn't get much time in the role, but I love that actor, so he got quite a bit of a bump on the actor alone.
I think that's fair. My number 11 is Tori.
Okay.
The first girl Blue Ranger. She's a surfer, which is a fun little gimmick that she's got. And I think she's just pretty cool. Again, not a whole lot to say.
Right, this is another one of those. This is one of those I don't remember Lost Galaxy super well. I've got Kai. here at number 11, where I'm like, I feel like you were interesting, but I don't remember anything.
Yeah, he's my number 10. Again, his main thing is he wants to follow the letter of the law to the T. He's a rules boy, and he has to learn to break out of that mindset that sometimes to do the right thing, you have to break the rules. And um, it's a very simplistic character arc, but it is one that I enjoy. And again, he does it better than some others who try and do it later.
Cool. For 10, I've got Ollie from Dino Fury. I like that he wound up getting a turned evil plotline, but I guess he doesn't really count while he's evil. So I liked his relationship with his mom. I liked I liked the romance with Amelia. What?
He does become good again by the end of Cosmic Fury, so if we're counting Jared and Camille, then we can count him for Cosmic Fury as well.
It's true. But yeah, so I think he's a lot of fun. He makes my top 10.
Yeah. Okay. My number 9 is Madison, and like you said,
Okay.
she doesn't have much of a discernible personality other than she's a camera girly. But my reason is because she's the actual leader of, fucking Mystic Force.
That's kind of true.
When the chips are down and Nick fucking gives up, spoiler alert for the Red Ranger list, the Red Ranger is supposed to be the one that when all hope seems lost, they're the last one standing. They rally the team, they give a second win to everybody, and they manage to bring their team back from the jaws of defeat into victory. He doesn't do that. Madison does.
That's funny. I didn't remember any of this at all. Um, Partly because Mystic Force is hard to remember.
It sucks.
For 9, I've got TJ. I just really like TJ. Like, I like who TJ is. I like his role in the thing. I don't remember any, like, special attachment to him or any tremendous feats or exceptional story beats, but I just really like TJ.
I have TJ as 8, and I think you're forgetting that he did the trick on the Psycho Rangers where he painted them all blue.
Oh, fuck, that was cool!
Which is why I kind of wanted to put him higher, but I couldn't justify it just for that one moment alone.
Sure, yeah, okay. So that was your 8. My 8 is Theo. I think he's very interesting. I like the character performance. I love the suit. Jungle Fury has such cool suits. He also sounds great as a ranger, and and I like when he gets, because he's a perfectionist, and him needing to learn to overcome that is really fun, and learning to chill out a little bit working at the pizza place is a very fun plotline.
Yes. Number 7, I have the OG. I have Billy. Billy
Cool.
is fantastic. Not only so with Blue Rangers, I consider a lot of the time their role is like a sort of secondary leader or like a strategist. Oftentimes they can push back against the Red Ranger's more brazen and bold attitude with like, let's be a little bit more cerebral. Let's think about this. Billy is the original intelligent Ranger. He would invent all of their devices that were not just given to them by Zordon. He actually had to grow into the physicality of the role as a Power Ranger over time, which is very cool. He is the longest running of the original cast members. What can I say? He's Billy. He's the best.
Yeah, he's awesome. 7, I've got Tori. I think she's awesome. Female Blue Ranger, I think the first female Blue Ranger, right? Unless
Yes.
the Alien Ranger was a female Blue Ranger.
No,
okay.
she's the first Blue girl.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Walking on water is awesome. She's a surfer. I just love the sports stuff in Ninja Storm. It's all fun. The actress was great. I love the plot lines. I put her at number 7.
Let's try and wrap this up in the next few minutes because we're
All
going a half hour for
Yeah. Yep.
6 is Coda. I really wanted to put him higher, but for what I just said, I envision Blue as a role. He is actually closer to a Pink Ranger than a Blue Ranger in that he's the heart of the team.
Cool. True, yeah.
But he's fantastic. He's Coda. He's the best.
Yeah. Yep. 6, I've got Blake. The Thunder Rangers are cool. His suit is insanely cool.
Yes. 5, I have Ollie. I think his evil turn storyline is really interesting because they go a different direction with it than Tommy or Trent, where they just have to deal with the blowback of having been evil for a while and the distrust that breeds. Instead, it focuses on him more on the fact that he learned empathy towards the villains, and they use that to win the day at the end.
Yeah, I did the same thing to RPM here as I did with the Black Rangers, where based on weight of the character and weight of stories, this is the highest you can get before it becomes just people I personally like better. And so Flynn, I put at number 5. Love the plot line with his dad. Love all of that stuff. Great character, great performance. But I've got some special interest, loved characters that I like above this. So
I'll just say this real quick. Look, my fucking tagline is "We can all be heroes," and I mean that shit. And so seeing him try to be a hero in his day-to-day life, that really touched me.
yeah,
Like,
it's wonderful.
obviously, I'm a big old fucking RPM lover. It's no secret, but genuinely, his story is one of the hardest hitting Blue Rangers for me.
Yeah.
But number 4 for me is Theo. He's an asshole. I like characters that are kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just think he does it really well.
4, I've got Ethan. Grew up loving him. Computer nerd, gamer, lots of fun, awkward around girls. He's got metahuman power. Favorite season. Love Ethan.
Yes. Number 3 for me is Flynn. I already said why, so you can go ahead.
Yeah. 3, I've got Coda. Just man out of time, caveman, lovable dude. Love him.
Number 2 for me is Ethan. Um,
Oh wow.
Remember when I said that Noah is Billy but worse?
Yeah.
Ethan is Billy but better.
Interesting. Okay.
He basically fills a lot of the same niche role as Billy, but also he breaks the stereotype of nerds being no, he'll fight you. And
Yes.
again, as a very aggressive nerd growing up, I really appreciated that. I see a lot
Fair
of
enough. Number 2, I've got Sky. He's got one of the coolest story arcs of any Ranger. Great performance. His dad was a Ranger. The conflict with wanting to be the Red Ranger and needing to accept that he's not the Red Ranger it's all great. He is so great. Love Sky.
His entire storyline is why he's number 1 on my list because
Yeah.
first of all, again, I like when he's a little bit less like of the cerebral thing, but as far as the pushing back against the Red Ranger, his conflict with Jack is legendary. And also
Yes.
the resolution of that conflict where he gets to be the Red Ranger by the end is beautiful. Um, Look, if you want to know my in-depth feelings about how amazing Sky is, listen to our SPD episode.
Yeah, you just got to go back to that one to
I
get that.
can't talk about it forever. He's great though. And your
Yeah,
number 1 is Billy.
I've got Billy number 1. It's partly out of honor and respect for him being the longest running Power Ranger. Also, I love the evolution of Billy. Like, it's partly on the weight of him returning for the 30th anniversary and for Cosmic Fury as a wizened, slightly more intense character. It's like he got to be this, like, Clark Kentish, clumsy goofball, nerd dude in the beginning, and he's grown so much over 30 years that I just have immense respect for this character. I have respect for the actor, and I put Billy as my favorite Blue Ranger.
Okay. I understand even if I disagree, but I still think it's a great pick. All right, here we go. Here's the big one.
Red Rangers.
We've got 27 minutes for this one.
Oh God, okay. All right.
Nick is the worst. He fucking gave up. Loser. Fucking failure.
Fuck Nick, 28.
Good. Glad we can agree. 27. Jaden. Stupid fucking savior complex bullshit, and he's worse than his sister.
Okay, see, I put his sister 27 because I don't fucking remember anything about her, and also I hated the season, and she had like 0 time to make any impact for me.
But with I can't spend too much time arguing. With the time she had, she was better than Jaden, who had.
Okay, I don't remember the episodes at all, so that's where we're at.
Okay, 26 is Troy. He's not as offensively terrible as Jaden, but he sucks.
Yeah, 26, I wrote Megaforce guy, forgot his name.
Troy.
Yep.
Okay, 25, I put Brody. He just doesn't seem like a leader to me. He's kind of a dingus.
Okay. 25, I put Samurai Guy, forgot his name.
That's Jaden. 24, Red Alien. Who cares?
Fair enough. 24, I wrote down Ninja Steel Guy, forgot his name.
That's Brody.
There was a pattern here at the bottom of the list.
Yeah. Okay, 23, Wolf Warrior. Not really much of a Red Ranger. He only appeared the one time as a red guy. And again, eugenics. Beat it.
Yeah, sure. 23, I put Red Alien, who cares?
Yeah. 22, Jordan. I put Hunter. Look, look. Again, he seems cool. I don't really know much about him, even compared to Blake. And I don't know. I just like everyone else a little bit more.
All right. 22, I put Cole. I just don't like him. and,
I don't blame you.
and that's the end of that sentence.
Okay, 21. I put Rocky. Again, I think he could have been a good Red Ranger if he ever got a chance to actually lead, but that's not what happened, so here he is.
21, I also put Rocky.
All right. 20 is Lauren because she was living in isolation away from all the people and loved ones that she wished she could be with, specifically to fulfill her duty to save the world from this one monster. And she comes in and she's immediately treated like fucking garbage. And bitch ass Jaden decides to leave the house, which he wasn't asked to do, specifically so he can get everybody's like love for him weaponized against his sister. And they're like, you made Jaden leave. She didn't make Jaden leave. He chose to do that. There is
I don't remember any of this shit.
there is nothing wrong with her, but they all treated her like dog shit so that they could praise their Lord Almighty Jaden. Fuck Jaden. Lauren deserves better. But, again, she wasn't given much time, so I can't put her higher.
Sure. For 20, I put Wolf Warrior. He's a little higher than yours because I like the suit and I like his name, Liambo. It's just a cool name. And it's cool that he switched from purple to red when he turned from bad to good, so I like that.
Yeah, sure. 19, I have Mac. I think as a singular character, his whole, like, RoboCop or Pinocchio type of thing of, like, being a robot boy is really interesting, but I don't think that influences much of his career as a Red Ranger. I think for the most part of the show, he fucking sucks as a Red Ranger, and he only becomes interesting at the end.
This may sound controversial and fits in line with my general boredom with Lightspeed Rescue. I put Carter at 19. I find him stiff and boring.
I get it. I put him way higher than that. This is actually now the biggest gulf that we have, but
that's funny.
We'll get into it. Okay, here we go. 18, Jason. I'm sure you have him as number 2 or some shit, but he fucking sucks.
I do not have him as number 2. I'll tell you that much.
Good. He's
number 1. I'm kidding.
I'd kill myself. He's a stoic Wonder Bread loser, and everybody else is way more interesting than him, even if they're worse.
Okay. I've got
Red Alien Ranger.
I've got Mac at 18. I like the robot twist. I thought it was really cool, and it gave that season at least a little something to have intrigue about.
Yes. I should also say, while the robot thing is cool, the thing that pulls him back, makes him lose points, the stupid fucking, like, solo / killing giant monster when the better Ranger team were struggling with him, just because he pulled a sword off a statue. That shit fucking sucks.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, 17, Eric. Here's the thing. Eric as a character, fucking phenomenal. He'd be near the top of the list if I was just looking at that. But as a Red Ranger, he's not a leader of his team. And
interesting. Okay, that's interesting reasoning.
So I can't put him too high. But everything about him is so fucking cool that he clears a lot of these other leaders. Jason is a leader, but Eric is way more interesting, so he is above Jason.
Okay. Which one are we on here? We're
17.
on 17. I've got TJ. He got baked into a giant pizza, and that's about the only thing I remember as a Red Ranger. I remember him more as a Blue Ranger.
Damn. All right.
So I was just like, I don't know, man. Turbo didn't grab me. I put him down here. I like him, but I remember him more as a Blue Ranger.
16 is Shane. He skateboards.
All right, 16, I've got Jason. He sounds great, but he's kind of whatever.
Yeah.
He
15,
sounds great though. He has an iconic Ranger voice.
yeah, he does. 15 is Zato. Again, like, pretty cool, but I kind of already went into it all. Like, there's issues.
Yeah. 15, I've got Devin from Beast Morphers. And it's partly, I don't remember a lot of Beast Morphers, but I remember that he's got, I just remember his plot lines were kind of interesting and stuff, but I don't remember what they were, which is a bad sign, so I put him down here.
Okay. Number 14, I have Cole, because I think conceptually, like, the whole,
Okay.
like, listening to other living beings' hearts and, like, being super tapped in to other living beings in the world around you is really cool. But a big part of that comes with his relationship with the main villain, and the main villain fucking sucks. So a huge part of his character fucking sucks by proxy.
That's fair. 14, I've got Zato, Coolio. He's perfectly fun and interesting, and his alien thing is fun, but that's about it.
Yeah. Number 13, and I wish I could put him higher, but it's Tyler. And I'll tell you why he's
Interesting.
down here is because he is a fun and vibrant personality. He's a breath of fresh air. Um, he doesn't do a whole lot of leading. In fact,
Okay.
he's almost a co-leader with both Keeper and Kendall. So he's really jostling for position there.
Interesting. 13 here, I've got Hunter. I love the Thunder Rangers. I love their suits. I love their plot. Um, love the performances, and I think that their uh, antagonism with the Wind Rangers is a lot of fun in that series. So,
Yeah. Number 12, I have Amelia. I think she's really cool. She's the first female Red Ranger that actually gets to be part of the main team for an extended period of time. Lauren was never considered the true Red Ranger of her team, even though she should have been. Um, and A Squad doesn't fucking count because they're the baddies. So this is the first time that we got like a proper main girl Red Ranger.
sure.
Um, and I think it was really cool watching her dynamic change, watching her have to take charge. Not even have to take charge. She chose to take charge, and that's what made her red,
Yeah.
which I think is cool.
Yeah, very true. For 12, I've got Shane. More Ninja Storm isms. I think he's fun. He's got some cool plot lines, some imposter syndrome stuff, and I think it's nice.
Okay. Number 11, I have Devin. Um, a lot of his stuff is that he's extremely competitive. His two main loves right up top are martial arts and video games, and he wants to be really good at both, which is what draws him to Grid Battle Force. So when we see an episode where both Zoe and Ravi are getting hyper competitive about who should be the leader, he actually puts his competitive nature to the side because he sees that everyone butting heads isn't going to do
Mm.
anything well, and he gets them both to tone it down, which is what makes him the leader. Because despite the fact that he likes to compete, he has a natural inclination to keep the peace, which is a great leadership quality.
That's awesome. 11, I've got Leo, Lost Galaxy. I love the, this is all like love from this point on. I love the like, you weren't supposed to be the Red Ranger kind of thing, or that you weren't supposed to be the leader of this group kind of thing. And I think that's fun. I like his origin story getting onto, TerraVenture, and I think it's cool. He's great.
Yeah. Okay. Top 10. These are great characters. If we differ, let's try not to be upset about it. Yeah, we have a little over 15 minutes, so let's try to keep it 2
All right.
minutes for each one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 10, I did put Tommy. I know, boo, boo, tomato. Look, I think red is his worst color.
Fair
Zeo
enough.
Ranger 5 red is one of my favorite character designs ever, but that's the suit. That's not the character.
Yeah. That's true. 10, I've got Casey. He's got one of my favorite character arcs, learning to like become the leader and trust himself. Um, and I think he's great. He's a lot of fun. He sounds great. The actor's great. He's the best part of the entirety of Megaforce when he shows up in that one episode.
Yeah. All right. 9, I have TJ. Um, you said you don't remember a lot of him as a Red Ranger, and I think that's valid, but keep in mind he only had a half a season to be a Red Ranger. Everybody else on this list has at least one full season, barring exceptions like fucking quasi Red Rangers like Eric and Hunter, or someone who should have had more time like Lauren. And
Sure.
in only half a season, he established himself as a sort of rock for the team. He's stoic, but he's compassionate. He's strong, but he's caring. Bulk hugged him out of like crying tears of joy, um, because of just what a genuinely good guy TJ is. He's a great Red
Forgot all
Ranger,
about that.
and he's the first black leader of the Power Rangers.
That's true. That deserves more respect, and I feel bad now. I left him behind. 9, I put Eric. I was much more focused on the intrigue of the character than their alignment with the traditional role of the Red Ranger. I'm just like, Eric's in here. Eric's getting a high score. He's fucking
I
great.
think that's perfectly fair. Again, I've had to get really nitpicky on this list.
Yeah, you were ranking yours a little differently than mine. You had different priorities.
Number 8 is Connor. I
Okay.
love Connor. I love Dino Thunder. I love his story. I had to pick because like when I got to my like top 7, it became really difficult. He landed an 8 for the reason that
Yeah, this gets hard. These top 7 to 8.
he almost gave it all up for some hippie coochie, so I had to dock him some points.
I forgot that. Okay, my 8 is Tyler. What a ray of sunshine. Love this man.
Yes.
That's all I've got.
Okay. Number 7 is Andros. Look, I
All right.
really like the story of him going from a bitter loner to learning to be part of a team. But even after he's gone through that arc and is part of a team, he's still kind of a loner. Like his personality doesn't. I don't need it to do a complete 180 and him to become a social butterfly, but he never really fully felt like he was truly part of the team to me. And so I had to bear that in mind that I don't think he fulfilled his arc in the way I would have liked him to.
That's fair. I've also got Andros at 7. He's iconic. He's in one of the coolest seasons of Power Rangers. And yeah, he's got a cool character arc. He's got the relation to the villain plotline that always gets some extra points from me. I think that's fun.
Yeah. Number 6, I have Casey. I really love
I love
his
him.
growth as a leader. Again, I had to get really nitpicky for this, and for him, it was simply that even after his whole Karate Kid montage of a season, he still gives me slightly wiener vibes by the end.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So that was
At 6, I've got Amelia. It's all the things that you said that were good about her, except I feel them harder. So
understandable. Okay.
that's it.
Okay, number 5, I have Carter, and here's
All
the
right.
deal. You're not wrong. He is an extremely
A
stiff character.
14-point swing, the largest of the
Yes,
show.
but there are 2 main factors that I'm taking into account that you didn't. The
Yeah.
first, he's fucking insane. He is a psychopath. What do you mean he did a super jump at a giant monster, firing 2 pistols at him without a Zord?
That's pretty fun.
Crazy work. The guy is he is clinically diagnosable with how bullheaded he is.
That's
But
great.
also, and this is what I was talking about with the Mitchell story earlier. He became a firefighter because he almost died in a house fire when he was a little kid, and a
Ah.
mysterious firefighter saved his life. And he doesn't find out until he's part of Lightspeed Rescue that firefighter was Captain Mitchell, and
Oh, that's cool. I forgot about that.
he has like a almost tearful scene where he realizes that he's his childhood hero, and he just thanks him. And I don't know, it's just beautiful, man. I love that.
That's great. 5, I've got Tommy. Immense respect for him. JDF, the weight of JDF alone elevated him quite a bit, but not enough to break into the top 4.
I think that's fair. Okay. I tried, but number 4 is Scott. He is a fantastic leader. He's got a huge weight on his shoulders, the expectation of his father and the comparison to his brother, the constant butting heads with Dylan. But in a way, I think butting heads with Dylan gives him a sort of freedom. It gives him that sibling energy that he lost when he lost his brother. And so Dylan constantly challenging his authority when he's so desperately trying to scramble to prove that he's deserving of authority also gives him a freedom. It's a character nuance that you don't often see from Power Rangers, and that's
Yeah.
good fucking writing. And
Oh yeah.
Scott's number 4.
I've got Scott number 4 for all the same reasons.
Yeah. Okay, good. Number 3 is Jack. Look, I had to get so fucking nitpicky for these top 3. Here's the deal. Jack gave up being a Red Ranger at the end, and that's the only reason he's not 2 or 1, because what a fucking phenom he was while he was the Red Ranger.
um, yeah, I've got Connor at 3, Dino Thunder favoritism. He holds a special place in my heart. He's got super speed. That's fun. And I like his gradual evolution of becoming less of an airheaded moron.
Yes, I agree. Okay, guys, I tried so hard. I tried really hard to make this happen, but like I said, I had to get my ultimate nitpicks with these last 2. Number 2 is Wes. And I wanted really bad for him to be number 1 because I love Wes. I love Time Force. But here's the problem is that Wes, what was my problem again? Oh, he's not the leader for most of his season.
Yeah, because you're more focused on how they fit the role more than just how much you like that character. So that's interesting.
As a character, fighting against your fate to choose your own destiny is always going to be sick as fuck to me. Look, not to bring religion into this, but like, I'm atheist and I'm very big into the idea of there is no plan for us, but I feel that's beautiful. You can be whoever you want to be, and he fights against a predetermined future to become who he wants to be. And god damn it, I love that story. What a legend. I salute you, sir. I'm sorry you're number 2.
All right, number 2, I've got Jack. God tier writing, God tier storyline. What a cool dude. What a cool performance.
Fantastic. He's fantastic across the board. All right. Now, this might shock you, but my number 1 is Leo.
That is shocking to me because I don't remember him very well.
Because here's the thing. He also has the same storyline as Wes.
Okay.
Almost. He was not chosen to be the Red Ranger. Nobody expected greatness from him. But he fought against that. He made himself great. Even when he wasn't chosen, he molded himself into the hero we needed. And I love this spirit of self-sacrifice. Again, it's a huge part of who was I talking about with self-sacrifice?
Kendricks?
Well, yes, Kendricks. I meant more recently, but it's fine. It doesn't matter.
I don't
But
remember.
the point is, when it comes down to it, the finale of Lost Galaxy. Look, all of Lost Galaxy is kind of mid, but the finale is
That is
Trakina
cool.
and Leo one-on-one. He summons his battleizer. He grabs her. He pulls her in. He points the cannon. He does a point-blank blast that destroys his battleizer and almost kills himself. And he crawls out of the wreckage. His mask, his visor is shattered open. You see his eye, and he does the single thumbs up. And I'm like, that's a fucking Red Ranger right there. That is a hero that saves the day in the final moments. He's fucking yoked as shit. The dude is shredded.
Yes.
He's got this like there's a lot of Arthurian myth to the Quasar Sabers and everything, but he looks like he looks like a Conan the Barbarian, like shredded shirt, rippling oiled ass muscles, holding the sword. I'm like, this is like a fucking fantasy hero.
That's true. That's fair.
He becomes almost mythic in my mind. And I don't think I realized how much I appreciated him until I did this list.
That's awesome. I obviously have Wes as number 1.
As you should.
This is potentially my favorite plot line that anyone has in Power Rangers. This character has so much fun on screen. He's got such an amusing attitude, but then when he wants you to feel shit, you feel shit. I said this when we were doing our Time Force reaction, and I still believe it, that he is the best actor to have ever performed on Power Rangers. The scene where he thinks his dad's dead is phenomenal. And it's this dude just across the board. I love Wes. This is awesome.
God, I'm really glad that we did this list because I I relearned appreciation for characters because having to pit them against each other in my mind was a very difficult exercise. But look, again, I don't even like Lost Galaxy. But Kendricks is my number 2 Pink Ranger, and Leo is my number 1 Red Ranger, and Maya is my number 3 Yellow Ranger. I didn't know I liked them so much. Who cares about Kai and Damon? But like,
Yeah.
but oh man, this was great. I'm so glad we did this. We, we don't agree on everything, but we were also grading these guys differently. So I'm honestly kind of shocked that we did agree so much.
Yeah, they lined up relatively. The general path of each list is very similar.
Yeah, man. Do you have any closing thoughts?
No, man, I just
Let's just
my big surprise was how much I liked Billy. The more I thought about it, that was my big like, ah, shit, I really love this guy. It was the more I thought about him.
for posterity, my favorite Rangers of each color.
Oh
Purple
yeah,
is
that seems good.
RJ, orange is Cat, silver is Gemma, gold is Ivan, white is Trent, green is Ziggy, pink is Jen, black is Tommy, yellow is Summer, blue is Sky, and red is Leo.
All right, and for my whole one, purple RJ, orange Cat, silver Zane, gold Ivan, white Trent, fuck yeah, green Tommy, of course, pink Jen, black Tommy again. He wins 2 of these. Yellow Kira, which makes 3 wins for Dino Thunder. Blue Billy, love him, and red Wes.
We share 6 of the top spots.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. All right. So
This is
everybody,
great.
thank you for joining us on this 2-episode endeavor.
Yeah, 3 straight hours of this shit.
Yeah, honestly, great way to spend the day.
Yeah.
It's also been a while since we recorded, so I'm glad I was able to chat with you some more, man.
Oh yeah.
I like talking to you.
Yeah.
If it wasn't obvious by the fact that I've decided to host a show with you for multiple years.
It gives it away a little bit.
Yeah. All right, everybody, thank you so much for listening to this 2-part season 5 finale. You can join the Cape Corner Discord, where you can keep track of all the episodes that we've got. You'll stay up to date on new episodes, and you can suggest any new episodes that you want to hear from us. I'm getting into a point where I could really use some suggestions.
That's the one advantage that my show has, is it's just whatever's out. This is what I can talk about.
Yeah, I might start leaning more into talking about characters from shit that comes out.
Yeah.
So, just to make things easier on me, I think 5 seasons of like just talking about whatever is like that's good. I did my time. I might just do it easy on myself from now on, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We're part of the Holopods Podcast Network. Jordan heads up the Fandom Optimists, which is also part of the network. We're also partnered with the SJW Comic Book Club, True Believers, a comic book podcast, and Movies to Watch Before You Die. They're all really cool. You guys can give them a listen. There is technically a Hall of Pods Discord, but we never use it.
Yeah.
Nobody else has joined it, so it's whatever. But is there anything else? I don't really plug socials anymore. I think that's it. It's fine. It's only my season 5 finale. It's not like I need to know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. This was a lot. I kind of had to speed through it earlier, but I do want to reiterate Power Rangers was a huge part of season 5 for us. We technically started doing Power Rangers back in like season 2 or some shit, but
Yeah.
This was
We
where we
started
were
really
like,
speeding it up recently.
yeah, we did a whole string where we were like, let's just talk about Power Rangers for months on end. So, they are important to me. Obviously, like I have a lot of care for the franchise. I really want to see what happens going forward. So I wanted to, really memorialize that they're important to me, to you, to this show. Um, so I'm glad we were able to do them for the finale.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm sort of glad that like we kind of already said everything I had to say about Galactus in your Phantom Optimus episode, which you guys
Yeah.
should go listen to, because it made this interesting. So, thank you for joining me for the fifth season. Everybody, stay strong, stay true to yourselves. We can all be heroes, and may the power protect you.
Hell yeah.